Nah, facts. But so Tyler Perry and Fat Joe not the only one catching heat this week. Mexican OT is receiving backlash for something he said on a lip service podcast with Angela Yee.
I have a question. So you know, like you're from the South. Obviously, you grew up a different kind of way, and you're a rapper too. Do you feel like you could say the N word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Will is right there.
And this one right here is not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him.
Okay, that's my manager. Hey,
Because me
Will.
and Fee know what's up.
Well, you're black. I'm saying.
What the fuck are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up fucking doing bad shit with them. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, well, shit, it's what the fuck I was surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way, and that's why I try to shut the fuck up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from, or anywhere, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? You know, it's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head.
All right, so I know when Jen Lee came out and he was using this word, you know, you said you didn't like him using that word or whatever, and that's reserved for black people. So how do you feel about Mexican OT saying what he said?
I feel like the whole thing is cocky, and it's like, dude, yeah, you can say that around your people, cool. But you coming up to random black people and just saying the N word, it's disrespectful. We don't know you. Some people don't know you like that. No matter if you've been to the jungle, you're going to have to go to every jungle with everybody then, because it don't matter if you've been to the jungle and put the head off. You're still not black. First of all, you in the culture, and it feel like you're not respecting the culture. You're not respecting the people who's of the culture. I heard them say comments before like, what the fuck they going to tell me? I rap better than them niggas. And it's like, yeah, you rap better than a whole bunch of black people, and you definitely are cold at what you do. But it's like, I feel like people don't respect the culture when they do that. It's lots of different words in the lexicon that you can use. You know what I'm saying? We don't come up to Mexican people, even though we've been down in the dirt with them, and you know what I'm saying? We minorities too. We don't never disrespect them when we say, hey, we don't say, hey, what's up, my wetback? What's up, my spit? No, because they'll look at you like, damn, they'll talk to me like that. Even with other cultures, they don't even make their racial slurs. Is like, come on now, you don't say that shit in front of them. But with our stuff, that's historically a racial slur. It's like, oh, y'all niggas should be cool with that because I grew up with y'all, and it's like, dude, even if you did, just have some respect on it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I think it just came out wrong, really. You know what I'm saying? That's my take. I think it came out wrong. Um, I know his dad personally. I don't know Mexican OT personally. Um, so I don't know how his dad felt about that comment or what he said. But his dad, cool as a fan, that's basically all he hung around is black people and stuff like that. I don't know if I know his mom. I know like a lot of people know, but personally, I don't think that I knew his mom. But he got black people in his family and stuff like that. But what I'm gonna say is this, and I've been saying this since the little white dude at Florida was rapping in his car and he was singing along with the song and he was saying the word nigga and he lost his scholarship. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, he lost his scholarship for saying nigga that was in the song. It's in every other word in the rap song today. And it's not the days of NWA no more when we hearing it for shock value. That was like one of the first times where nigga was said openly and it was Nigga. I think from that point on, we just started calling each other nigga. And a lot of times, people that were older than us, our elders, they didn't like that shit. Don't use that
Mm-hmm.
word around me. They would tell us, don't use that word around me. Well, now it's evolved. Well, everybody's saying it. Man, I hear white kids in the store calling each other nigga. You know what I'm saying? I hear Pakistani kids on the basketball court, and it's no lie, calling each other nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's more of a term of endearment now. It's like it's used like a term of endearment now, like homeboy. You know. Now, if a white boy came up to me and said, you know, hey nigger, that's different because now you hitting me with the whole hard R thing. But I don't even think a white boy would come up to me and just be like nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was with the A, like he ain't coming up and just saying what's up my nigga. They might say it to each other. I hear white girls say what's up my nigga. You know what I'm saying? To each other. Like that's just like when females started calling each other bro for the first time and you heard that shit. You like, that's crazy. Like females calling each other bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? But
But I just don't think that's the same though.
oh, well, I think it's not the same. But I don't think like nigga is being used in a derogatory fashion these days. For the most part. Now you'll know if it's being launched at you in a direct derogatory manner, right? Because they gonna say it with force, they gonna say it with hatred, things like that. So you'll know when it's actually meant to be derogatory towards you. But at the same time, and I'm not defending what he said because in some parts of that interview, I didn't like what he was saying. Um, what you gonna do about it and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that could cause problems not only for him but for his pops down the line if somebody really want to charge him up about that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody see you somewhere, they don't feel the same, and they really want to charge you up about what you said. Just like FDA did Jen Lee when he saw him and he charged him up about using the N word. But at the same time, he has toned it down. And I want to go back to this interview that he did a while back with this DJ. I forget his name, but anyway, his logo is tagged in the corner. But he did this interview a year or two ago. So let's go back and see what he had to say then.
Like I grew up fighting these motherfuckers and whooping them. So what are you gonna tell me about it? But
so let me.
but I respect people so much and I love people so much and I want them on my team so much and will do anything to make people feel good so much that I will stop it. And it's not nothing like it's just like it's what I grew up around. I grew up around. I got those motherfuckers with me right now.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just who I grew up with.
So let me say this.
But I don't want to use that to justify it because I know it's bullshit. That's like, oh, I got my best friend's black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know that sounds like bullshit.
Yes.
So that's why instead of even arguing with him, I'm like, you know what? I can do that for you, baby.
So after hearing that, what you think? I mean, at the beginning, he
You know
was,
what? And
you know, I, he was saying I grew up whooping these motherfuckers. At the same time, he took some ass whoopings too. But that it that alone to me don't give you the right to say the word. You know what I'm saying? But you have black people in your family, close in your family, like you know what I'm saying, and they say it around you all the time. So go ahead.
yeah, after hearing that, he's an intelligent young man. I see his Aquarius popping out, so he's intelligent, and I respect the fact because that's what I was just about to say. It's not that the fact that you can say it and what the fuck they gonna do about it, but it's more so the fact that you should respect me enough to know that even though we're brothers, we're not of the same race, and it does sting a little bit when another race call me nigga, it stings a little bit, and I just feel like if you could respect that and just leave that out of your lexicon when you speaking with me, and when you go speak with your homeboys and the people that it don't sting a little bit, cool. You go do with your boys that you grew up with, your family, cool. But when you speaking to regular black people, sometimes when a random person that's not black just come up to you and be like, "What's up, my nigga?" It's like, dude. why would you say that? You threw the vibes off. You know what I'm saying? So I respect the fact that he came in and said that he will stop saying it for people that's around him that may be sensitive about the word. So I feel like, yeah, he's intelligent and he's not being disrespectful. But I think when you get new information, you adapt, and I feel like that's what he did.
All right, that's what's up. I know that was a like a touchy subject for you, but I think I'm past that whole thing, and I don't think ain't nobody just walking up to you saying like, "What's up, my nigga," unless they know you. You know what I'm saying? But then you do have
Yeah,
some knuckleheads that'll do that type of shit, and most of the time, some of those people get the fuck slapped out of them. So it is what it
yeah.
is. Yeah.